what she does is very close to my heart. So I love dancing. Before I learned to even spell alphabets, I was dancing. So Sanika Purohit, she's the founder of Kathak Beats, something I follow on Instagram. I've been following for a very long time. And I would love to hear her story. I'm sure everyone else would also be very excited. Please take over the stage. You can sit in.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ashwini. Um I've been telling Ashwini all through this while that it's easier to dance on stage rather than to come and speak about it. And yeah, I'm a founder of Kathak Beats. I'm a Kathak dancer and a mother to be. I'm so elated. Thank you. I'm so happy that I am on a panel of such strong women with such strong stories. To talk about my journey, it starts from a very tender age of 3, where I feel my mother had to put in more efforts in pulling me to the dance class every Thursday, every Tuesday. And I kept on crying that I want to learn something that looks dance to me. Back then, Kathak was just some footwork, some spins, and I was so irritated. I thought only what Madhuri Dixit does is dancing. And what I'm learning is something I can't relate to. And my mother kept assuring me, no, no, you're going to learn this today in today's class. Please go to the class. She kept on doing that till I personally developed my passion towards this art form. From there, actually, the journey begins. So my journey with my dancing career, I would say, goes back to the 22 years that I've spent in this art form. So much that my identity, I cannot build up any difference between the two. The existence of the art within me and my own existence. It's all the same. So I come from a very middle class background, and there were times where paying dance class fees also was a bit of a tight situation in the family. But my teacher back then just assured my mother, and I don't know what, probably God wanted me to choose this way. He made sure that my training goes on. Having so, I completed my graduation from Narsimhanji College, and those were the glorious years of my life. I had so much youth in me. I cannot say that right now, but yes. Energy, strength, and I used to work crazy for 16, 20 hours back to back. And all I knew is to grab onto each and every opportunity that was coming my way. It started off as a dancer, as a background dancer, getting up on each and every event, slowly becoming an assistant choreographer, then a dance director, a choreographer for reality shows, films, and the projects went on. And then when I completed my graduation and my master's, the time came in, as ma'am rightly said, that as a normal middle class person, you think of getting a job after you're done with your degrees, right? That is what you go for. I got a job and I had a plan of doing my MBA. In those 2 months of that job, I realized that it had big repercussions on my health, on my mental health, and it was my husband now, back then my boyfriend, Siddharth, and my father. They literally pulled me out of that job, and that's where my dancing career began. And I was always afraid that out of everything in the world, what kept me sane was dancing. And then converting that one thing into something that I would do 24/7 would just shatter me down, because I wouldn't have any other room to go to, right? So I took the risk to begin with. Again, as an artist, you're brought up in a certain way. You're told that you're not supposed to talk about what you're doing. Your art should speak for yourself. So the moment you start talking about, oh, I can do this and I want to do this, you're considered as a less of an artist and a person who might be people wouldn't want to look up to. So random pamphlets were printed, and I went personally door to door, because I had no money to, as she rightly said, to give it to somebody to share it for me. So I went door to door saying, I'm starting my dance classes. Hundreds of these pamphlets were given away, and then I got 2 enquiries, out of which one was a 4-year-old kid and one was a special child. So training them, my first training session itself was an examination for myself, but the joy that I had in getting to see them dance and say the 200, 400 rupees that I was getting from those classes was unimaginable for me. From there, it began slowly. We developed only with a word of mouth publicity. We had around 60 to 80 students training under me. Is when I realized that whatever I had to face through in just choosing this career as my profession, full-time profession, I need to I need to build up something that these girls can further take forward and consider as a platform for themselves. They wouldn't have to go through all these phases to, just make a choice of becoming an artist, full-time artist. So that's where I spoke about this to Siddharth, and we came up with a show, Kalabhumi, which was our first showcase event. From that showcase event, Siddharth was very clear that you take care of the creative part, I will be doing the back end part. And we had our first show um, ticketed, partnered by the Book My Show. We had an audience of 400 people, and it was a successful event. From there, the journey began for Kathak Beats. We branded this institute as Kathak Beats. We trained students in Kathak. COVID happened, but that didn't stop us. We started training online. Again, something that was looked down upon because you cannot teach classical dances online. So within 10 days of lockdown, we were sure that now if nothing else is working for us, we are going to go online. And that's how we started. In the span of last 2 years, we must have trained around 2,000 students online through various modes of workshops, trainings, private trainings. We have a regular student base of 400 people who are training with us in Kathak, pure Kathak. And now this is, Kathak Beats is a registered company as Kathak Beats Entertainment. We have a strong team of 6 instructors. 2 of them are present here, Anushka Ghag and Samiksha Malankar. 3 women who are handling all the back-end processes. And it's been a beautiful journey. We hope to create bigger platforms for people who wish to conduct their careers, their professions in the art business. Right? The uncertainty and the instability, we hope, shouldn't be faced by them. So, thank you.